Let's go into the play-by-play of Raw, which opened with Becky Lynch coming out in a much more serious portrayal. I much prefer this Becky Lynch to obnoxious, look at my big yellow coat and glasses indoors Becky Lynch.
Completely agree. It's the character we should have had since the biting. Since the biting instant, we should have just had this Becky Lynch. So it just makes last week's Conor McGregor acting Becky Lynch make even less sense.
I've got a theory here. I ran through it in my Raw review in the video that went up earlier. But Becky Lynch comes out, she cuts a promo on Shayna because now they're officially confirmed for WrestleMania. That's going to be the match there. And she says things like, you're going to underestimate me. I won this title off your mate, Ronda Rousey. Yeah, it was standard stuff. I didn't think it didn't fully connect with me. This feud hasn't properly grabbed me yet. The bike thing was intriguing, and I liked all the stuff of Becky coming back. But since then, it's been really flat.
I liked the brawl they had at the contract sign, which is the week that you weren't here. But I really liked that. Well, I don't like the segment overall because it made everyone look like a complete jabroni, with the exception of Shayna Baszler. But I thought actually the stuff between Shayna and Becky was awesome. But
in Becky's promo, which is all about saying Shayna's a scumbag, she fights dirty, I'm going to teach her a lesson. So stuff that isn't, really like, well, I'll just carry on. She then says in the middle that Shayna is a black hole of charisma.
It really stuck out, that line.
And Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, just wrestling history in general will tell you, don't say that stuff in a promo, because then what does that possibly achieve? You make your opponent look like less of a star. You want to cut a promo in a way where your opponent makes them look really, really good, and then when you beat them, you look even better.
The best example of this is the promo for Royal Rumble 2000, the promo package that starts off with Triple H and Cactus Jack, where it's Triple H saying, Cactus Jack, you're the hardcore legend, you're this, you've done all of this, you've accomplished this. And Cactus Jack going, you're Triple H, you're the World Wrestling Federation champion, you're the Cerebral Assassin, you're this, you're this, you're this. And then cutting in to be like, but I'm this, and the other guy going, but I'm this, and I'm this. So they've both made each other look amazing, and then have also said, and I'm amazing. So now you want to see who really is the most amazing person.
I actually got a little chill when you started going through that
so
promo.
Good. It's amazing.
But this line, first of all, very ill-advised if that was a Becky or Paul Heyman move. I don't think it is. We have never had this criticism on WWE TV before. No one's in NXT saying, yeah, but Baszler lacks charisma.
She can't cut a promo.
On the main roster, the Survivor Series win, the Royal Rumble dominating performance.
The Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination Chamber. The big thing they're pushing is cage fighter Shayna Baszler. Never once has anyone said you're a charisma vacuum, because she isn't. She's very charismatic.
Incredibly.
But a report came out last week that said that Vince McMahon watched the match against Kairi Sane from Raw and didn't think she had WrestleMania presence, and he's a bit negative on her now. Now, she was then put over very strongly at Elimination Chamber. We titled Luke's review yesterday as Shayna Baszler Rumor Killer, because it seems like Vince McMahon is fully behind Baszler. This one line, and I know it's only one line, but this is the exact sort of crap that seems to seep through, tells me that's a McMahon directive. Because that's what he thinks. That was Vince McMahon talking.
Or is it a case of, to play devil's advocate on here, that Jerry has, Lawler said in an interview that people are being given more free reign on their promos, that they're not as scripted as they once were, that this is Becky's opinion, that Becky thinks that she is that she's a black hole of charisma.
If that's the case, well then everything I just said is now aimed at Becky. Because then that's a bad wrestling promo, and you just called out someone who's not well established, really. I know she had a lot of big pay-per-view win stuff, but she's not established on TV to this mainstream audience yet. To say, never has it worked where you call out someone's charisma. Remember Tony Nese? And the whole thing that WWE commentary talked about was, yeah, but he's got no personality.
Yeah. It was Daniel Bryan for years and years and years was like, oh, he's a great wrestler, but he's got no personality, so he's not going to be a champion.
It kills them dead. So that set me off on a bad mood.
I wonder if, I'm very much spitballing ideas here, and I'm very much just being possible potential theories, this and the other. But if Jerry's comments are true and people are more of free reign to do this, I wonder if there was just an element of realism to Becky's promo there, because she talks about how, hey, after WrestleMania last year, you didn't shake my hand when I beat your mate Ronda Rousey. Maybe that is a real thing that happened, and there's just been some resentment ever since then. Maybe Becky's got this resentment that Ronda came in and was basically the face of the women only got a push because Ronda was there, and as soon as she left, they all got thrown to the wayside. Then maybe there is a bit of resentment there. She's like, you're just as bad as she is.
Well, yeah, and all that stuff was very good. I don't think it's amazing. I don't think it was a particularly amazing segment, but that I still think all that can be real, and this line could have been forced in by McMahon.
Absolutely, and you're absolutely right. I think you could be completely on the money with that.